IGN gave Five Nights at Freddy's a 4 out of 10. Their excuse, ladies and gentlemen? This big screen take on indie horror sensation has too much plot and not enough of the game's primal security cam thrills. Yep, they said that basically we didn't get to see Mike going back and forth between cameras, shutting doors left right, and preserving the powers and whatnot. And they gave it a 4 out of 10 bad. I've said this countless times, IGN's parameters are very inconsistent when it comes to reviewing things. You would think that they would review each genre of the medium, whatever they cover, whether it's be movie or games, they would cover each genre of that film/game within a set of parameters, right? They would have the rules of, okay, this is how we judge a horror movie, a video game adaptation, and whatnot, but it's all over the place. It is all over the place. GameSpot said too much plot. 7 out of 10. Okay, somewhat decent. We're gonna come back to it in just a second. Games Radar gave it a 2 out of 5. 2 stars of 5. They said, and I quote, Five Nights at Freddy's is 5 nights too many. Where's Megan when you need her? Huh? Who writes like that, bro? Neil Smith? Who writes like that, ladies and gentlemen? If you read their article, basically they're saying it's not that scary, and they point out Megan a lot. They said that the scares that Megan hit, unfortunately or sadly, Freddy Fazbear and, other animatronics, it didn't. The Guardians didn't like it. They're very tough anyway. Digital Spy saying it's too generic. The Daily Beast said it's not worth a single evening. You can't get it because it's 5 nights. They think they're so smart. They're so clever. Corny is what this is. The Independent said it's a generic PG-13 take on a video game sensation. They said what should have been an intricate, twisted, and absurd treat is demoted to generic horror movie sludge. AP News says video game to horror flick Five Nights at Freddy's misfires badly, they said. Badly. And so you get the gist of all these weird reviews. Now I want to pull up the Rotten Tomatoes. I know it's inconsistent and whatnot. Look at this Rotten Tomatoes release, huh? Look at this Rotten Tomatoes, ladies and gentlemen. 25% on the critic side, but 89% on the audience side. Okay, clearly this might be the only instance where FNAF fans are, spamming the reviews and what, right? Let's look at Mario movie, ladies and gentlemen. Huh? You're saying that that's bad as well? Okay, cool. I think one of the balanced examples that I can give you guys from this year would be Blue Beetle. It is specifically made with Blue Beetle fans in mind because it's got some Easter eggs and whatnot. I've saw that movie in theaters, and let me tell you, I was the only one in the theater, ladies and gentlemen. There was a couple right behind me. They wanted to do some freaky frucks in that theater, and I ruined their evening. They left early. There are many instances I can give you where the critics and audience are completely different. Now let's talk about this, alright? Because I can come out here and say, okay, FNAF Movie is made with audience in mind of their own, FNAF fans, and it is made for them. And then, okay, there's another argument. Okay, Blumhouse at the same time want to make money, so they want those general audience members, right? Okay, cool. That argument is flawed, ladies and gentlemen, because you are making a movie of an IP that you are hoping that at least the fans of the movie come out and watch. Only when the fans like it, the general casual audience member will check it out to see if they enjoy it or not. Like, casual audience ain't gonna go and be like, Five Nights at Freddy's. They're not gonna do that, alright? When FNAF fans go out and be like Five Nights at Freddy's and be like, yo, we are truly Five Nights at Freddy's, then they're gonna be like, okay, hold on, what's this fuss is all about? And then gonna go and watch it. So every time I say, okay, the movie is made for the fans and, they should be thinking about casual viewers, they want to make money. No, bro, that's not how it works. If you make a movie or a game for the fans, specifically only when the reception from those fans is good, will the casual audience and, general audience member will see it. So that is the similar case that we're at, ladies and gentlemen. To be honest, I'm not saying Five Nights at Freddy's movie is the best movie out there, and I'm also not saying it's the best movie Scott and Blumhouse could put forth. I think it's an above decent movie, which we'll come to in a later video. But even Charlie agrees. He gave this a 45% in the moist meter, which is not bad, but not good either. It's below average, but he said, if you're a FNAF fan, you're gonna love this movie. That should be the dot at the end. But he said, if you are not a FNAF fan, you're gonna be puzzled, and you're gonna be like, what did I just watch? Chris Stuckman, I respect his opinions and takes on movies probably the most when it comes to any critic out there, and he said it too. He also said the movie has flaws, but it is a very enjoyable movie. It is a very enjoyable movie. So if, you know, folks who watch movies a lot saying, you know, they like it, of course it's gonna have flaws. Who doesn't? It's Five Nights at Freddy's we're talking about. Games has flaws. So what are you talking about? You think movie's gonna get it right in the first attempt? So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna leave you with this. Where do you think FNAF ranks in terms of how it executed? Personally, Act 3 was really meh. Too much at once. Could have done better. The execution wasn't as smooth as the first 2 acts, but that is for another video. Maybe we'll do a live stream talking about my thoughts and theories and reviews on FNAF Movie. I'll see you in the next one.